All right. So I hope you can hear me. And this is just a disclaimer, just like the last video about the that what you are going to watch. So first of all, I was like, this is the first time that I'm doing this kind of interview, so it's not the best. I tried my best, but again, there are a lot of fumblings and a lot of like uh, I would say awkward moments inside this interview, but it's really, really fun. You'll enjoy and you'll also get a lot of value watching this video. So, to give you just a bit of context, the guy I'm interviewing is name is Mathis, really great guy. He was actually one of my earliest one-on-one clients that I worked with, and I really enjoyed working with him because he was the guy like he only needed a little bit of direction where to go and what should his content look like, and he just put down maniacally like all the effort that was needed to like blow up his business and also his account. So yeah, you'll get a lot of nuggets, you'll get a lot of value in this, and you'll also get a few funny moments and relatable moments between me and him. So yeah, and again, if you are a married couple and you're looking for some help, and even if it's like just having a talk with someone, then really recommended. Mathis is the only guy that will like he's the best. So I'll link his Instagram down below. You can check his Instagram page, and yeah, just let's just start this thing. Again, this was the first time me doing this kind of thing, so yeah, bear that in mind, and I hope you like the video, and let's just get started.
Hey
What's
man,
up, dude?
can you hear me?
Good morning.
Good evening for you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, doing fine. What about you?
not too bad. Yeah, not too bad.
What happened that day, like last week?
My truck.
Yeah.
It like I had a flat, I think, on the way. Yeah, that's what it
Mm-hmm.
was. And I just like I had to get out and like put it back on. It
Mm-hmm.
took me like an extra hour and a half.
Yeah, yeah. And then it was like almost 10 p.m. right here.
Too late.
Yeah, I think that's good. So, welcome to the show. This is the first time I'm doing this interview, so
Yeah,
sorry for
awesome. I love it.
anything I have in the way. But yeah, let's start with who you are, what you do, and how do you help people.
My name is Mathis Kennington. I'm a marriage coach. I
Mm-hmm.
help men and couples transform their marriages from, lack of intimacy or connection, the common things that all people face in marriages. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think we first spoke around like February, something like that.
Yeah. It was about 3 weeks after I started my
Yeah,
channel.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I think you had around 300 followers at that time, right?
Yeah. It was a little over 200. Actually, what happened was I hired someone to open my account
Mm-hmm.
and they ran it for me for 2 months. And then I was just like, this is no good. So I
Mm-hmm.
took it over. And then about 2.5 weeks after that, we connected. So at the time that we talked, I definitely had less than 500 followers for sure.
Yeah, yeah, I remember you had around 2 to 300 followers. And how many
Yeah.
followers do you have right now?
We're 12 and a half, close to 12 and a half thousand. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
like,
pretty awesome.
yeah, awesome, man. Around like 2 to 3 months, you're like around 12,000 followers.
Yeah. It's pretty
And
cool.
yeah, that was like when I was like you were like the one of my first ever like one-on-one clients. So
Yeah.
even when I talked to you, I instantly could tell that there were some things that you started doing on your page that I could tell like this will work. Because one of the
Mm.
things that I see commonly with most of my clients is that they are kind of looking for that viral
Silver
content.
bullet kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Viral. Yeah.
I'm going to post five content and three of them will, go viral kind of that thing, and not, just
Yeah.
experiment the way through, and then we'll, see what works and then double down on that. And especially that you were doing that before even I was like told you to do that. So that was really like you were posting 3 times a day, I think, right?
Yes. But I will tell you, though, that when we talked,
Mm-hmm.
one of the things that you did help me understand, because I don't even know if you had posted almost no reels at that point,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you had grown your account to close to 200,000 followers. And I didn't know then, but I know now how hard that must be to post carousels to grow that much,
Yeah.
but I just loved your carousels so much. I mean, I just loved what you were saying. But the thing you did tell me that it was true that I was posting, but you did help me understand that posting volume is really critical because it teaches you what works,
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it did pick up after we talked.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And like that is the thing, you need to figure out what works on your page, what content
Uh,
format especially works with your page and works with your life. Because even if something
yeah,
works and it is drowning you down, you cannot focus on your business, family, it's like not worth
yeah,
it. So yeah,
yeah.
that was the biggest thing that I think I also learned through my content creation journey.
Mm.
And like, how did you find me first? Like when we first spoke, how did you find me?
Well, that's a good question. Uh, I am sure that what happened is I didn't follow other coaches in the space. I followed content creators because I wanted to understand. So the person I hired came in and followed a ton of coaches, and I was just getting nothing from their. It just didn't connect. So I would follow one content creator and then another content creator. So I'm sure that what happened is, someone I was already following had commented on your post or something. But the moment I saw your carousel, I was just like, I was like, this is it. This is a clear message. It's what I want to do. So I don't remember exactly when, but it was early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and like you were like just like I booked a call. You just DM'd me like I booked a call for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's have a chat. And I was like, yo, that was
Yeah.
that's really
It was
cool.
like,
Yeah,
I need to talk to you. This is a guy I need to talk
yeah,
to. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, definitely. And I remember that you expected me to just help you with the carousel design and all.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, we did a lot more than that. I mean, we
yeah,
went through an entire brand strategy and you helped me understand like it's hard to explain this, but like there's the difference between the message you want to send and then what the people hear.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I
definitely.
mean? And you helped me understand like what they're hearing, and that was pretty important because at the time I was just really hyper focused on these like super aesthetic reels or carousels, which is what drew me to you, and I still love it. But that's not necessarily what my audience is looking
Yeah,
for,
yeah, definitely.
But I would not have found that
Yeah,
out had I not gone through the process of what we talked about.
yeah. And when you started, what was your business back then, and what are you doing right now?
So I was a clinically licensed therapist. I worked with couples and families and men mostly, but it took in the States when you're licensed by each state, and you can't work outside of the state that you're in. So to reach a larger audience, I had to give up the license, and I did that and transitioned into a coaching role, which meant I could work with anybody, anywhere. And so now that's what I'm doing. I'm working with men and couples all over the world. I've got guys in a group, and obviously I have direct clients all over the world.
Yeah,
That's what I'm doing. Yeah,
yeah. And I think the main client acquisition channel is from Instagram.
yeah, almost all of them. I mean, I've interestingly, I just throw my reels out on Facebook. I don't ever get on Facebook like ever, except to manage ads or something.
Yeah.
And I've managed to get like over 1,000 followers on Facebook, which is really funny to me because I just send the reels out. So there's that. I also do post long form content on YouTube, although it's been a while. But yeah, planning to get back to that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think at your stage it would be like a perfect plan because YouTube is like going to be really beneficial for like building that trust really quick.
Yeah,
It's within like
yeah,
one or two videos rather than like trying to show your audience 30 reels instead of just one
yeah,
YouTube video. So
yeah,
I'm also planning to get back on YouTube.
yeah.
So yeah, that would be one thing. And like, what is your like I would say highest revenue month that you hit with this online business?
Um, I had 1 month that was like 47,000.
All,
And that happened. That was just a perfect storm of things. My goal is to get to 100K a month, but that's going to take a second to get there. But that definitely has been. That was, I think, it's June. That was April, I think. Yeah, of this year. So it was very recent.
So, and all alone, like you were the only one that's managing all of the things, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
me and Claude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely. Yeah, I think that's the thing about this all kind of also like scaling your business and trying not to
Uh-huh.
fall into that trap of like going after agencies and all of that.
Right.
Because recently, I've also shared this story on my Instagram. Recently, someone hired me for creating their carousels, and they were like, I am not going to hire an agency. So they were like coming back on Instagram.
Yeah.
The guy has like 2.5 million followers, and they were like, I am hiring specialists for every single role. So he has
Mm,
a social media manager, carousels for me, reels for like another guy, shooting for another guy. And I was like, oh, that's a
hmm.
really cool thing. Because they said that
Yeah.
agencies are kind of already dead because
Yeah.
they provide a pretty generalized version of the things.
That's exactly. I actually hired an ad
Yeah.
agency,
Yeah, I was
and
I
it
was about to
just
ask you that.
I just I wish I hadn't,
Mm-hmm.
but because I get leads
Mm-hmm.
from these ads,
Mm-hmm.
but 90% of the time they don't show up on the calls they book.
Mm-hmm.
And the cost per lead is like, I think something like $4.77, which is like really low, but it just leads to nowhere,
Mm-hmm.
so it's something about the trust building process. And
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? I'm still figuring it out. I don't have a business background. My background is clinical, so
Mm-hmm.
this is all new to me. But that's I think one thing that I loved about your carousels was because they were just so like intense, but all text. I was like, how the hell does he does this?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that ads like also when I've talked to some of the people who come on like one-on-one calls, like the free kind of lead
Hmm.
magnet thing. Yeah, like some of the like really good business owners are starting with ad agencies, which I think is like kind of really not good because first you need to master the organic if you want to really win with ads
Hmm.
right now. Because
Hmm.
Alex Amodi said this like he has like, merged his organic and like ads like team, and whatever works
Hmm.
in organic they just turned into ad, and that is our
Hmm.
like it is like all turning
Yeah.
into.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what would you say is the like difference between when you started and where are you right now? How
Hmm.
has life changed since then?
Um, that's a great question. It's a lot more exciting. I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my whole family, well, not whole family. It's my wife and my son.
Mm-hmm.
We all enjoy it. It's just a part of life now,
Yeah.
and it's not in the way. And my wife is incredibly supportive, and she sees the like vision.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the other thing is, as when I was a therapist, like I worked with one person at a time or two people at a time,
Mm-hmm.
1 hour at a time.
Mm-hmm.
But doing this, I'm able to reach just, I mean, I did a consult the other day with a couple. They're not even going to end up paying me anything, but I don't even care because they said to me they sat in their bedroom for 3 hours and went over a reel that I had made, having a conversation about it that like help them understand each other a little bit better,
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm not a bleeding heart or anything. I want to make money, but that was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
That was just amazing. I'll never see them again, talk to them again. And I know that there's probably many other conversations like that going on all over the place and I just love that. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, yeah, I love that because I think that's like kind of the dream that we are all like
Yeah.
chasing. Like, money is
Right.
money is the thing, but if we enjoy making
Hmm.
that, it's like you cannot beat
Right.
someone who is enjoying the game
That's right.
rather than who is
Yeah.
just going after the money and all of that.
Yeah. It's a challenge, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
Some days I'm betting my head
yeah,
against the wall. Like, fuck. but but it's worth it. It really
yeah,
is.
yeah. Definitely, definitely, it's worth it. And like, what made you to like start all of this? Like, what made you take that leap of faith from like, canceling your license to going all over like
Yeah.
social media and all of that?
Well, I actually it wasn't entirely just a leap of faith. I mean, I talk openly about this in other places, but I totally fucked my life up. I mean, I got into a lot of trouble
Mhm.
I had dealing with addiction. I was dealing with all kinds of stuff. And
Mhm.
so it was a combination of what I did to myself, and then also as a result of what happened, kind of just learning to grow with it, you know?
Mhm.
And so um, when I wrestled for years about putting information about me online. I just didn't want to do it. You know, I didn't want to put myself out there. But I got to a place where I realized like I have one of two choices. I can just, you know, decide that I'm going to go to an office and charge by the hour for the rest of my life, which
Mhm.
felt horrible, or I'm going to take the risk and start telling my story online, which I've done.
Mhm.
And once I got over the obstacle of that and the fear of it, I just realized like this is the only way it works. Like, you know, just reaching as many people as I can and being as open as I can about my work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I saw that fire inside you when you were like starting, because
Uh-huh.
barely like anyone does that when they're starting. They are always looking for that, viral thing. Why is it not
Uh-huh.
working? I need to make this work. And you were like, I'm just going to post as much as I can, and then I'll figure out what works and what
Mhm.
not. And that, like I think that is the biggest thing that every creator needs to have when they are trying to grow on
Yeah.
Instagram or like anywhere. It's like this graph. Nothing
Yeah.
happens and then everything starts happening.
Yeah.
And like, did you still go to the gym?
Every day.
Yeah,
Every
definitely,
day.
definitely.
Yeah, it's a reminder. I mean, it's
Mhm.
just like you put yourself through hell as early as possible, and then you can face anything throughout the day.
Yeah, definitely. I also
Yeah.
like love like going to the gym, and I also like all. It's for like a funny story that I also try to encourage my clients who are not like doing any physical activities, is because like
Yeah.
Instagram is like when things are not working, even on your business, your minds get fucked. It's almost like you
Yeah.
are
It's
inside your
true.
room, you are sitting all day, you have nothing to do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
even when I started Instagram, nothing was working. I used to go to the gym and I was like, let's deadlift this. Let's
Hmm. Yeah, I love that.
give out
Yeah.
all the frustration right
Hmm.
here, and then we'll figure out
Hmm.
when we get back home. So I
Yeah, I
think
love that.
I think like physical is also a kind of thing with like
Uh-huh.
scaling your business and making things work online.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think when you started, you must have kind of have some doubts. Will it work for me and all of that?
Yeah.
And so, how did you like come over that phase of
Um, well, so I had been through enough before that I knew that failure is an essential part of success.
Mm-hmm.
And so every time I faced and still face doubt, I tell myself like there's just no other path. Like this is it.
Mm-hmm.
I have no choice except to go forward, you know, because one of two things is going to happen. Either I'm going to meet some obstacle that is impossible to overcome. You just can't do it for
Mm-hmm.
whatever reason. And
Mm-hmm.
then I'm just going to do some other shit,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or I'm just going to keep pressing through. And I have in the past reached the first obstacle before. I've reached that before. I've had businesses fail.
Mm-hmm.
I have no stranger to failure. But
Mm-hmm.
the one thing that I keep hearing from everybody who is ahead of me, the one thing that is consistent across every single one of them is you just don't quit.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
just don't quit. And if you don't quit and you do it long enough, it's going to work. And I believe that. And I've seen recent evidence of that in my own life. So
yeah,
happy about that. Yeah.
yeah. I definitely love that. Yeah, and like I'm sure like you're also like posting still like maniac energy in your Instagram on your
Uh-huh.
Instagram.
Yeah.
So what like how does your process looks like? So give me like a kind
Uh-huh.
of your whole weeks of process while creating the content
Yeah.
that you post.
So I will be honest and say that I don't know that I could do this before AI because
Mm-hmm.
AI doesn't create my content.
Mm-hmm.
I create my content. Everything I do mostly is face to camera reels, and then I
Mm-hmm.
have like the my carousels. But I do the text of my carousels. AI designs the
Mm-hmm.
design, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, now what I do is I literally will wake up in the morning and I'll think, about a conversation that I'm going to have with the client or that I have recently had with the client.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll figure out now how to say that in a minute or less.
Mm-hmm.
And that I probably should batch record
Mm-hmm.
my stuff. I just don't, and I never will. I'm going to
Yeah.
be honest. I'm just never
Yeah.
going to do that most likely.
Yeah.
I'm trying to build like a digital product on the side, a course or whatever. I'm not going to also record my
Mm-hmm.
reels for the week. I'm just going to do the same thing every day.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up early, do a quick shot in front of the camera. Like I get my phone, go out to my kitchen and put it on a tripod and
Mm-hmm.
talk shit
Mm-hmm.
for, a minute and a half or something. And then go to the gym, come back, and I edit it quickly on CapCut.
Mm-hmm.
The whole process, recording to edit, takes me probably 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I will do a quick one, just like talking to the camera, walking to my truck or something and
Yeah.
just upload it without thinking about it too much.
Yeah.
And then I'll do a carousel
Yeah.
most of the time when I post 3 days a week, times a day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that, and yeah, I think that is one thing to try to go through the system like batch recording and all of that.
Hmm.
And another thing is like
Yeah.
just stick to what works with your life
Yeah.
and with like Instagram,
Yeah.
and that is like the best place that you are. Again, we are not going to just batch record for the sake of batch recording because what is like
Mhm.
working right now is like still awesome, and it doesn't need to change. And
Yeah.
like, how does your let's get to the business stuff. So, like, how does
Yeah.
your back end funnel looks like? So let's just say someone sees your video or sees your reel on Instagram. So how do you like convert them to like a high ticket paying client?
So this is where the biggest, uh, my biggest weakness is here.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't quite, I'm on I'm in the stage of monetizing my content where I was building my content a few months ago. I mean, I'm not as skilled at this part yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but right now what happens is I have a ton of lead magnets out there that I've created, just PDFs and stuff. And if someone hits my inbox, I'll
Mm-hmm.
usually engage them pretty quickly,
Mm-hmm.
And for a long time, all I was doing was high ticket, but I was obviously losing a lot of people that way.
Yeah.
And so I built a group, and a lot of these guys are getting pushed into the group, which is amazing because I just like to have an option for those guys. But then a couple of these guys will buy my high ticket offer, So I'm just getting people into wherever I can get them, whether it's an email or whether it's a group, or on the phone for a call.
Yeah.
So that's the next level from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you post a reel, lead magnet, get to the
Mhm.
DMs, and like what happens in the DM? Like, do you manually talk to them?
I'm talking to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm asking them what's going on. And
Mhm.
at some point this will get too unmanageable,
Yeah, definitely.
too many people or whatever. But right now I'm still able to directly engage with people, which I like.
Mhm.
And so I'm kind of nurturing them directly through messages, and then eventually they'll end up in the group or they'll end up on a call with me.
Yeah. So like, is the group free?
No, it's a paid group.
So like it's a
Yeah.
like a low ticket or like a mid ticket thing.
It's like a low ticket. I mean, right now there's a founders. I just wanted people in the group. And it's like $50 a month, and then eventually it'll go up to about 150, and then where I imagine the actual value being is about 250 a month, because that's like 8 hours of coaching from me a month. They get group calls every Tuesday night, but then they're also getting like live office hours. I will sit in front of and answer questions, take calls, stuff like that. So it's pretty high value.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think that's really good. And then some of them like from your low ticket turn into high ticket, and then
Yeah.
go.
Where I really want to be eventually is in like the mid to high ticket, which with like about a $3,000 course for couples. And then, but that one just like it's automated. I didn't require any high ticket coaching or anything like that.
Yeah, 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 definitely. And I think one more thing would be like, this is also a question that might kind of is different from your business. Is like, what do you well, like what would you say from like for the people who are starting and they are
Mm,
kind of doubting themselves, like will this work for me or not? There's a lot of noise going on in like online, like do this, do that, bullshit stuff, all of that stuff. So what would you like say to someone who is just like you, a business owner who just wants to take that leap of faith and is kind of in doubtful
yeah.
position?
I think the biggest leap to get over is it's not do this or do that. It's just do something.
Mm-hmm.
Just do something and
Mm-hmm.
just keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
If you will commit yourself to a process of repetition, 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 it is it's within all of us as human beings to grow by learning. We can't help it.
Yeah.
Whatever we do again and again and again, we're going to improve.
Yeah.
And so what most people do when they first start, what I got hung up in for literally years
Mm-hmm.
was like, is it the right way? Do I say it this way? I spent so much money trying to find the right captions to put.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep doing, 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 doing. And especially in the age of AI, you know, making content, people want what's real.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So the mistakes too, like bring
Yeah.
those in there,
Yeah.
just whatever, keep going, keep going. That's what I would say.
Yeah, definitely. And what's next for you? Like, what's the next goal that we are trying to hit?
Well, I started this and I was like, my goal remains to reach men. That's
Mm-hmm.
my goal.
Mm-hmm.
I should have predicted this though, because when I was a therapist, men only came to me directly when shit had just fallen apart.
Mm-hmm.
Any other time, their wives were bringing them to therapy. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then I had to connect with them and help them understand why it was worth it, right? So I get on Instagram and I start trying to speak to men, and of course, it's all the women that are listening,
Mm-hmm.
which is fine. I'm happy with that. What that means, I need to listen to my market.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm making a course that's for women and men,
Mm-hmm.
and to try to engage everybody, and that's fine. That's the way I like it anyway. So that's what's next for me.
Yeah. And trying to reach that 100K mark also, right?
That's the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I guarantee you'll be the first one to know when that
Yeah,
happens.
yeah, definitely, definitely. I'd love to. And then we can do the second interview. Like,
Yes, that sounds great.
yeah, yeah, definitely. And like, what are your, I would say, again, kind of like, like every single day when you wake up, what is the, most exciting thing that you think of inside all of this?
I mean, this is gonna I feel like such a rookie saying this. I know I am.
No
But the
worries.
first thing that I do is I'm like, how many followers did I have overnight?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's so
yeah,
stupid. But
yeah.
see, sometimes like a reel, I'll send a reel out. This has happened. I had this one reel that I have on. It's pinned to my page right now. I'm gonna look at it, and it has gotten me uh 1,500 followers, 1,502. This one reel. When that was at its peak, I would wake up, and there would be like 76 new followers, which is like so stupid because it doesn't really mean anything, but it is kind of fun,
Yeah, yeah,
So I still do that, but I want to monetize my content. I want to create good infrastructure for my business, but there is just something fun about
yeah,
making something that connects with people,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's like kind
So
of,
that's still it.
yeah, it's kind of playing like the game, when you reach the
Yeah.
next level, how many keys did you have, how many like
Yeah.
bosses you defeat
Yeah.
and all of that. Yeah,
Right. Exactly. That's exactly right. It is like
yeah,
a shot. That's right.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And like that is why like I also kind of feel good about like trying to do this, like the same stuff that you just said, that you had a conversation with a couple that that won't be
Uh-huh.
converting into a client, but you like really kind of enjoyed the moment of like guiding them through. I also had a
Right.
recent call with someone. I knew that they wouldn't be like paying me for the client, but when I dive into that, solve their problems about the content, like the same stuff, I'm posting but I'm not getting anywhere, and they had like 60 posts, and I'm like, yeah, like it's just just the starting of the process. Like, do not worry about every single piece of content that you are posting, and
Right.
and just go through the process. And it's almost kind of sad to know that just going through the process and not quitting has kind of became this kind of cliche thing. It's almost
A
like
little bit.
everyone is looking for that secret sauce.
Right.
Like, I have already heard that, but you have already heard that, but you haven't done that. Let's just try
Yeah.
for this,
Yeah.
like. And they are looking
Right.
for like, give me the viral piece of content idea and all of that. And I'm like, bro, it's not going to work because you're not
Yeah.
good at it. So
Yeah. It's true. It's
yeah,
100% true.
I think the biggest takeaway from this call was like never quit. And again, some of
Yeah.
the people are going to be like, hey, it's really
I don't even
basic.
care, but
Yeah,
it's just the truth.
yeah,
It's not even just don't quit the big thing.
yeah.
It's also don't quit in the day.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Like don't quit on your day. Don't quit on your moment. Just don't like or post that thing even though you think you shouldn't. Just
Hmm.
it's a mentality that gets to every single action, not just the idea of the thing you're trying to do.
Yeah, definitely. And like a funny story from yesterday, I was like going somewhere. Some friend of me called. He was like some kind of concert was going on, and I'm like not a outside guy. I really stayed at my home, but I was like let's just go, let's just see what happens and all of that. And when I reached there, they had a kind of technical failure, and it was like delayed. So I was in the queue
Hmm.
waiting for to like enter the thing, and I was like, let's just post a content. And I uploaded my picture, wrote like copy pasted the script from my like Notion, and I was like, this is done. I don't really care what happens, like how many likes is get and all of that. I'm just like posting the content.
Right.
And
Yeah.
people get mad at it, like, bro, you have 100K followers and this post only got 10 likes. I'm like, bro, I like, it's not that the world is ending tomorrow. I'm still going to be
Yeah.
doing this for like years and all of that. So why does
Yeah.
like one post matters and all of that?
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah. And any last message you would like to do before we end this?
I'll say one thing. Um, I often struggle between the need to be myself versus the need to convey a message or a meaning. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
Every time that I try to do that,
mm,
convey the message, it's just kind of,
mm,
but the deeper I am more me,
yeah,
the more impact it makes.
yeah,
So that's what I'll say.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, love that. So yeah, mate, it was really nice talking to you again.
You too, brother.
Yeah, like always. And let's connect some more time when you have the
Okay.
reach another kind of win and goal.
Yeah,
And
let's do it. I'm in.
yeah, definitely. We'll keep connected on Instagram. So yeah,
All right, brother. Thank you. Have a good day.
yeah, same to you. Have a good night.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.